Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you are feeling well rested, ready to start a brand new day. Today's video is going to be signs from the universe. How do we know that the universe is trying to talk to us? I mean, the skies can't open right up and have a booming voice of God telling us what to do or, whether we're on the right path or not. So how does God or the universe send us messages and tell us we're on the right path, or maybe we should course correct and go down a different route and reconsider our actions? Okay, so hi, if you don't know me, my name is KuanYin, and I invite you to find your own daily practice, finding something that you could do every single day that nourishes your soul, that gets you in the right frame of mind to start your day off right. And one of the things I do that's not on camera is wake up every morning with a gratitude practice where I simply lay in bed when I first wake up and name all the things that I'm grateful for. Your daily practice could be something simple like that, or it could be more extended, like a sitting meditation, or, something along those lines. But whatever it is, if it's something that feels good to you and helps you start your day off on the right foot, I encourage you to do that. All right, let's get started in this video. Signs from the universe. Okay, how do you know whether you're on the right path or not? How do you trust your own intuition? How does your own intuition or God or the universe communicate to you whether you're on the right path? Well, there's two different things that the universe could be telling you. It could be telling you that you're on the right path. You could go for it. Should take that leap. You are doing the right things, and this is something that's worth pursuing. Or perhaps what you're thinking of doing might not be the right thing for you right now, and the universe might want to try to tell you to slow down, take it easy, take a pause, think about it, rethink about it, and perhaps course correct and change your course. So those are two paths that the universe might want you to go on. How does that communicate to you? All right, well, if you are about to do something that the universe might want you to rethink and might not be in your best interest, then there's many ways that the universe can tell you to slow you down, to stop you from taking those actions, and to maybe rethink whether it's the best course or not. So the universe might put obstacles in your path to being able to do what you're wanting to do. And that might be something like you send a text to someone, right? You fire off a text. Half hour later, you're wondering, why didn't they reply? And you take a look and it never even sent. Well, what kind of a text was it? Was it something that was untrue? Was it something that was unkind? Was it true? Was it necessary? Was it kind? Okay, those are 3 milestones to think about when you're thinking of sending a communication to someone, especially if you have some emotions going on inside. Okay, so the universe might slow you down from that and have a technical glitch that doesn't send that email or that text because perhaps it's not in your highest and best good to send that, or in the highest and best good for the person you're sending it to. So when I have a text that doesn't go through, I rethink my purpose in sending that. What was my reasonings behind wanting to send that message to someone? And could I communicate it a little bit kinder? Is it really all that true and necessary for me to even communicate this? Another obstacle that might be in our path might be traffic. We're on our way someplace and we come across some heavy traffic that slows us way down and makes us all frustrated. There could be many messages in that. It could be that there might be an accident up ahead, or an accident waiting to happen if you happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you were 30 seconds ahead of where you are and someone's in a hurry pulling out in front of you, you may have avoided an accident, and that accident may never happen, never even cross your radar because it doesn't happen because you're stuck in traffic 30 seconds in the past. Or it could be that traffic is a chance for you to take a deep breath and make a decision here. Okay, Can I pass this person? I really want to get ahead. I really want to make it to my destination on time. I have an appointment or I have to get to work. I have a thing that I practice myself that helps me when I'm stuck in traffic, and it's to think, I can only move as fast as the car in front of me. And if it's not safe for me to pass, let's say it's in the city or I'm on a double yellow line, whatever it is, where I can't pass and it's not feasible to take some sort of detour that would even make me more late to turn down a side road and try to circumvent the person that way. I can only go as fast as they can go. So I have two choices in that situation. I can sit there and I can steam and can be calling them every name in the book. I can be sending bad energy their way. I can be getting myself all riled up so that by the time I get to my destination, maybe a little bit late, I'm all tense and argumentative and kvetching to whoever I'm meeting about the bad traffic and how horrible it is. Or my second choice is I can take a deep breath, tell myself I can only go as fast as the car in front of me, and whoever I'm meeting is going to honor that, or they won't. And going back to my video of last week of the 4 agreements, not taking anything personally, what they think of me is not my business. What they think of me doesn't matter to me. So I'm doing my best, another one of the 4 agreements, I'm doing my best. And if that best means that I'm going to get there safely and I'm going to get there in a fair mood because I'm keeping myself regulated, then if they want to think poorly of me for being late, I'm going to be late regardless. They can think poorly of me for being late whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, and I can maybe turn the situation around better if I'm in a better mood and I'm not cursing up the person in front of me making me late. Those are my 2 choices. So the obstacles that I see with traffic is to make me slow down, pause, rethink, and reform my attitude. Another way that the universe can slow you down is by making you clumsy, making you have accidents. I'm in a hurry, so I'm trying to pour this water and I'm slopping it all over the place, and I'm rushing around to get this project finished, and I end up spilling that water on my stack of papers, or things like that. That means that I need to slow down. That's a definite sign that I need to slow down. All right, I need to take a deep breath, and if I'm anxious and uptight and trying to get this done real fast, I can probably get it done faster if I take just 10 seconds. Deep breath in, hold, release. 10 seconds. And my mind is calmer. It might feel like I'm not moving as fast, but I'm moving a lot more efficiently. And I'm not being as clumsy, and I'm not having accidents like that. So that's another way the universe is telling us that maybe we need to change our mind pattern. Okay, change our mind, our way of thinking about things. Another sign that the universe is trying to slow us down, trying to get us to pause and rethink, might be to give us a gut feeling about something that we're about to do. And we might get a bad feeling inside, anxiety with our intuition on something. There was a time in the past when I was controlled by someone who, they certainly weren't a person that was for my highest and best good, and I was somewhat controlled by them. And there was someone that I loved who messed up, and this person who I was allowing to control me somewhat was wanting to punish the person that I loved who messed up. And I allowed one of their suggestions to come through to me to punish this loved one. But I had a bad gut feeling about that. I didn't want to do it. I mean, everything that the controller said seemed to make sense. You know, they messed up. They need punishment. Something inside told me it's not my business to punish them. It's this other person's business to that they're harming to deal with the situation. I have nothing to do with it. So my intuition was telling me one thing, and this person was telling me something else, and the universe was trying to tell me by that intuition to take a pause and rethink what I was about to do. And I didn't listen. And it caused this big rift in my family. It wasn't very good, and it was very unpleasant for me. It was very unpleasant for a lot of my loved ones. So that was the universe trying to knock on my door, trying to knock some sense into me, saying, rethink what you're about to do here. You know, it doesn't feel good inside. Maybe you should pause and rethink. Am I doing this because of someone else, or am I doing this because it's in alignment with what I think should be done? So those are some signs from the universe to slow down and rethink stuff. What about when the universe is telling you you're on the right path, or telling you to go ahead with that thing that you don't know if you should do, and you're a little bit anxious and you got butterflies in your stomach? Now, intuition is one thing. A little bit of butterflies is actually a good sign from the universe, okay? There was something I read once, and I wish I could remember it better. It was called Yes, Yes, No. If you're excited about it, that's a yes. If you see a path of steps that you could take, that's a yes. If you have a no inside of you of butterflies in your tum-tum, that's actually a good sign, and it should be a yes, yes, no. It should cause you excitement. You should be able to see how you can do it, and you should have just a little bit of anxiety going on because it means it's something big and a little bit outside your comfort zone, and it's going to help you grow. So there's that difference between getting the bad feelings of an intuition, of an anxiety telling you no, compared with the butterflies telling you, butterflies mixed with excitement telling you yes. Signs that you're on the right path might be good feelings, excitement. Wow, this would be so amazing if it could happen, and I actually see a way that this could happen if I were to step out of my comfort zone and do this. And I got that little bit of tingling inside of, it's a little outside my comfort zone. That's a yes. That's the universe telling you go for it. Okay? It's one of the ways that the universe can tell you to go for it, that you should take that leap. Okay? If it feels too comfortable and it's not outside your comfort zone, you're not going to grow from it. It might still be a good idea, but it's not one of those amazing things that could transform your life. Okay, another way that the universe tells you you're on the right path, and this happens a lot more often with a lot more people that tell me that this is happening for them over and over again. I'm seeing it a lot more. Patterns with numbers, like 111, 222, 333, 1111, 2222, things like that. Numbers popping up for you, like every time you look at the clock, it happens to be like 1111, or it happens to be 111, or perhaps it's 222. So when you see numbers occurring again and again and again in your life, patterns of numbers, that's just the angels like knocking on your door saying, hi, I'm here, remember me? You know, remember that I'm here, I can help you. You need to ask for that help. Another way the angels or guides might tell you, hi, I'm here, might be by putting things in your path that might be a little bit unusual, such as feathers. You know, if you see a white feather, that's traditionally the sign that an angel is trying to make itself known to you. Or pennies might be like an ancestor or a loved one who has passed, putting a penny in your path to remind you of him. I have a friend who has a grandpa who died several years ago, and every time she finds a penny, it's always heads up, and it's always somewhere very obvious where it wasn't before, like right in the middle of her steps going up to her house, or someplace where her grandpa and her used to hang out, like they used to hang out. I'm not sure exactly of this, so I'm going to do a little creative embellishment here, but let's say they hung out in their barn all the time, so when she's in the barn of her new home, she'll find a penny where it's very obvious that it couldn't have been dropped there by someone else. You know, so she's constantly finding pennies, heads up, reminding her of her grandpa. And she truly believes that that's her grandpa sending a message saying, "Hi, how are ya? I'm still here looking out for you." And it gives her a little fluffy in her heart, you know. So having objects being put in front of you that you know the meaning of, maybe no one else knows the meaning of, perhaps your loved one really had like a favorite pen. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something. So maybe your loved one had a favorite pen and you keep finding that exact type of pen around. That might be your loved one saying hi. And that might be the universe telling you to go for it. It might be your loved one saying, "Hey, I see that you're trying to do this thing. Why don't you go ahead and do it?" All right, so patterns is another way. Another way that the universe says that you're on the right path, should take the leap is synchronicities. You know, I'm thinking of this friend of mine. I haven't seen her in years. I see her on Facebook occasionally, you know, and I like her posts. Sometimes I comment on her posts, but otherwise we haven't really been in contact. But all of a sudden, for some reason, she pops into my mind. I'm wondering, how is she doing? And then my phone rings. Oh my Lord, it's her. "Hello, hi, I was just thinking about you." That's a synchronicity telling you that you're on the right path. You know, or I'm having a conversation with someone and, you know, it's just a general conversation. And this happens to me quite a lot, actually. And all of a sudden I start thinking about, I want to discuss with her, you know, I think that she may need some grounding. I think maybe if I should mention to her some grounding things, like tree meditation that I do, where I grow roots into the earth and draw up energies from the earth. And then she says, "You know what? I just learned this new meditation recently where I become like a tree and I grow roots into the ground." And I'm like, nah, 10 seconds ago I was just thinking about that and wondering if I should bring it up to you. Or another thing that actually happened to me, I started spiraling into a little bit of a depression. And I'm like, you know what, I would like a little bit of coaching or something. You know, I have these groups on Facebook that give like life coaching offers and stuff like that. And I might look around and try to find one, you know, find one of these life coaches that I want to actually put some money down on to help me out of this rut that I found myself in. And just as I start thinking of that, I decide to go on Facebook, and I'm scrolling, and I'm like, a friend of mine, local in town, is taking a course where she's upping her game from a general coach to a specific type of life coach. So because she's taking this training, she's offering a free life coaching set of sessions specifically on what I want to cover for free as part of her training. And I'm like, oh, heck yeah. So I contact her and she's like, "Wow, amazing. Thank you for giving me this opportunity." And now I'm in life coaching for like just 1 month, but free. And it popped up just when I needed it. And it was focused exactly where I needed it. Synchronicities, they happen, and that means that you're on the right path. That's the universe telling you you're on the right path. All right. So other kinds of synchronicities that come up. Things like that. Anyway, I think this video is getting kind of long here, so I'm going to end it at that. I think I gave you some pretty good examples of how the universe can knock you upside the head and say, hey, I'm here. I'm trying to give you this message. I'm trying to tell you to go for it. I'm trying to tell you you're on the right path. I'm trying to help you out. And the more you ask for the synchronicities, the more you're going to be open to receiving them. So I believe I mentioned in a video last week how, with our free will that we have, God does not interfere. We have free will, so you need to ask. You can't just expect all these blessings to show up if you're not open to receiving them. So if you ask for some signs from the universe, if you're asking for just to see those number sequences, that's a good start. And then you'll start noticing them more and more. And it might seem just a little bit coincidency when you first start out, but as it hits you and comes more and more in, you're going to realize there's no such thing as coincidence. And you're going to realize this is a sign from the universe. Anyway, I hope that you got some good info out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me down below some of the synchronicities that you find that the universe shows to you. I would love to hear about it. And consider subscribing to my channel down below. I'm here every morning, 9 a.m. doing a daily card pull. And hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I do uploads. And all of this, the comments and the likes and all of that helps me out, helps send my message out to those who might benefit from it. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you have an amazing day. I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay sane, and find something that nourishes your soul and do it every single day. I love you guys. Namaste.